Dear participants of the conference, let me introduce you our research using BERT model to identify sentences paraphrase in the news corpus. The agenda is following. Firstly, we are looking into the related methods and approaches to working with automatic paraphrase identification task. Secondly, we choose the applied method for the paraphrase identification task. Afterwards, we create our text corpus of news articles on COVID-19 pandemic topic and develop a software-implemented algorithm for automatically compiling a corpus of pairs of semantically similar sentences. Finally, we analyze the obtained results and discuss them. Nowadays, there are a lot of state-of-the-art approaches widely used for solving the acute problem of automatic paraphrase identification. However, most existing methods require large training corpora. In this study, we create a corpus of single-topic articles collected from 2 news websites, consisting of 2 subcorpora with the news text related to the topic of COVID-19 pandemic. Our task is to apply a classification method to find a pair of paraphrased sentences in both subcorpora using a fine-tuned Sentence-BERT language model. From modern methods of automatic paraphrase identification, we can distinguish cosine similarity metric, overlap coefficient, knowledge-based methods, and sentence embeddings. In order to create the algorithm for semantically similar sentences identification, Sentence-BERT language model based on BERT was chosen. BERT is based on the transformer, a focus mechanism that studies the contextual relationships between 2 words or parts of words in a text. In this common configuration, the transformer contains 2 particular mechanisms: an encoder that reads the entered text and a decoder that generates predictions to perform the task. The BERT architecture can be applied to different types of tasks by adding specific markers related to the task and using word or sentence embedding. Although it proves to be reliable enough, its operating algorithm becomes an obstacle when there is a necessity to fulfill the 2 following tasks: matching a pair of the most semantically similar sentences and semantic search. The complexity of the calculations and too high time costs make BERT unsuitable for the task at hand. Unlike BERT, which has big problems with the processing speed of sentence embeddings, Sentence-BERT allows to accelerate the processing of pairs of semantically similar sentences thanks to the twin network with a pooling layer developed by Niels Reimers and Irina Gurevich. The model is trained over 1 million pairs of sentences for a classification task. After embedding, each pair of sentences is assigned one of 3 labels. The process is carried out according to the given formula. In order to implement an experimental research of the model that identifies semantically similar sentences, the 2 sources of news texts with the common subject matter were selected as the content of our corpus, CNN and Yahoo News. The articles were collected automatically via beautiful sublibrary and preprocessed manually. The files are dated from October 9, 2021 to October 31, 2021. To automatically create a corpus of semantically similar pairs of sentences, a software-implemented algorithm was proposed. It involves several stages: specifying the path to each of the 2 subcorpora for the purpose of providing the program with access to the textual information to be analyzed and an optional path to the news corpus. Subsequent process of tokenization and text cleansing. Collecting all the sentences into one list and applying the fine-tuned model based on the sentence transformer that displays sentences on 384-dimensional dense vector space and compares them. Finally, recoding the results to the news corpus and deleting pairs of sentences that belong to the same corpus. As an output of the program, an unmarked corpus was obtained with 10 text files, the names of which are ranked from 0, no matches, to 10, 100% match, filled independent of the level of semantic similarity between sentence pairs. The largest number of sentences is contained in files with sentence similarity ranks from 5 to 8. The files with too low similarity rate or with absolute matches are left blank. In order to estimate the correctness and accuracy of the program, we analyzed the result of processing a random 200 pairs of sentences from the most efficient ranks of the files, 50 pairs from each file, and made calculations by the well-known formula of precision. As a result, we get the following values for the entire set of pairs. 154 sentence pairs were correctly identified as semantically similar, and 46 were wrongly placed in the resulting corpus. Then we calculate precision for the entire sample and get a result of 0.77, which is a corpus estimate. Sentence-BERT authors got a score of 87 for Sentence-BERT base and Sentence-BERT large for this task. If we compare these results with the data obtained on the operation of our algorithm, we can conclude that the program has completed the task at a sufficiently high level. We also achieved the desired result in terms of processing time. As we can see, the model has successfully processed a large amount of data in almost 3 minutes. According to previous studies, similar task takes BERT more than 2 days to process, while the Sentence-BERT language model proved to undertake it within a few minutes. We can sum up that an unmarked corpus of news texts on COVID-19 pandemic topic was created. A software implementation of the algorithm for detecting and processing semantically similar sentences and saving them in a text corpus is offered. Estimated and proved to be remarkably fast and performant in terms of sentence processing time. In future studies, it is planned to implement the possibility to use the algorithm to process and semantically analyze Ukrainian texts. Thank you for your attention.